cut me off. It's all right there, bruh. All on dash cam. Thanks for the money. If I hit you from the back, your whole back end would be not that corner. How did I hit you from the back? How did I hit you from the back? Explain that, you dumbass. Explain it, dumbass. How did I hit you from the back? How did I hit you from the back? Have a logical answer. Logical. Yeah, you, okay. Have fun explaining it to the insurance. I got it on dash cam. I don't need to explain it.
Tampa's auto insurance rates are going up, and experts are blaming it on the huge problem of insurance fraud. But the I-Team has uncovered the crime is now spreading to the suburbs, which means we could all soon be paying more. Investigator Michael George shows us what's being done about that.
Hi. Sarita Diaz has been driving for 43 years, and she's never been in an accident. But she's still paying close to $1,000 for her car insurance.
It's too much for me. I'm on a budget. I'm on Social Security, and I cannot afford it.
The insurance industry says at least part of the reason her rates are so expensive is because of these. Staged accidents. Criminals intentionally cause a crash, then make bogus medical claims. Experts say it's easy money.
Are these guys making a lot of money?
Yes, they are. Millions.
So who are the victims? Allstate? State Farm? Sure. But the problem is the insurance companies are passing the cost on to you. As we first reported in our investigation last month, if you're a driver in Florida, insurance fraud cost you $49 last year. And it's on track to cost you $84 this year. And Tampa has more stage crashes than anywhere in the state. Now authorities in Hillsborough County are busting dozens of suspected stage crash participants. So the criminals are trying something new, moving to the suburbs.
This crime moves across the state. As we discover the crime and attack the crime, it moves.
Stage crashes are now popping up in Pinellas, Polk, and Highlands counties.
Is this legitimate or fake? Call it out.
So the National Insurance Crime Bureau is training police in Winter Haven and other communities to spot fake crashes and arrest the people organizing them.
You'll notice your accident victims don't want to go to an emergency room. They're fine. They're fine. They're going to claim their injuries in a day or so.
The hope is they can stop stage crash rings before they spread farther, because if they do spread, the rest of Florida may soon be paying even more.
It's too much. Stop them, but don't punish everybody else, because we're getting punished for those that do it.
We've got more ways to spot a stage crash, and we'll tell you what you should do if you're a victim. That's on our website, abcactionnews.com/iTeam. Michael George, ABC Action News.
Investigates broke this story about a year ago when a judge first stopped the case to look into allegations of staged accidents. Now other judges are putting the brakes on a bunch of crash cases until the feds are wrapped up.
I don't think we're the sole venue, so to speak, for insurance fraud or staged accident claims. It's really across the country, but we do seem to have a disproportionate share down here.
Attorney Harry Rosenberg should know, during his time as the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Louisiana, he oversaw the feds cracking down on such rings.
It happened in the 90s. It happened again 10 years later. And then just last week, the U.S. Attorney's Office indicted 5 individuals. So I think it's a pattern that really impacts billions of dollars.
Rosenberg is now in private practice, but yet another crackdown is well underway. WDSU Investigates first reported last month that 3 civil cases in federal court were put on hold due to an ongoing federal investigation. Court records we went through now show that the number of delayed cases has grown to almost a dozen, all put on hold by at least 8 different federal judges.
So that the criminal proceeding supersedes the importance of the civil proceeding. So they stay that. That's fairly routine practice, that you stay the civil lawsuit until the criminal proceeding or criminal charges are resolved.
The vast majority of these frozen cases involve accidents between 18-wheelers and cars along Interstate 10 and I-610 in Gentilly and New Orleans East over the past couple of years. In court documents reviewed by WDSU Investigates, The attorneys for the insurance companies and the truckers, who are the ones being sued, say the people filing the suits often cause the accidents, then claim the trucks swerved into their lanes and hit them. Some defense attorneys say federal investigators should cast an even bigger net and review as many as 100 cases they've flagged, alleging in one court document that the connections are detailed. Fraud allegations are serious. Fraud is only alleged in appropriate cases and only when there is significant factual support. Rosenberg says that information supplied by defense attorneys may be useful to federal investigators.
You start seeing a pattern not only at the same or similar locations within the city and outlying areas, but you see a pattern of the same claimants, the same types of claims.
The FBI investigation has been going on since at least the beginning of this year, and on October 24th, a federal grand jury returned an indictment against 5 people for allegedly staging an accident on Chef Highway back in 2017. Some of those indicted had already cashed settlement checks. The investigation is being closely followed and even encouraged by insurance companies and trucker organizations such as the Louisiana Motor Transport Association. The head of that group says, "In Louisiana, we estimate our insurance costs are 3 to 5 times more than the national average."
And so we're down to a place where we only have 1 or 2, perhaps 3 at the most, insurance companies that will even insure a truck that's domiciled in Louisiana. In the rest of the country, 10, 15 different companies operate in those states. So we're at a major disadvantage in many different ways here in Louisiana.
And McNeely says that can mean the end for some Louisiana trucking companies.
We've seen various different trucking companies in Louisiana close their doors. When you're paying $20,000, $30,000 to insure a truck, while the rest of the country is only paying maybe $5,000, $4,000 or $5,000. I mean, Louisiana trucking companies are at a major disadvantage, and it's hard to be profitable.
These kind of staged accidents, when people are just forcing an accident, jeopardizing lives, using it as a means of gaining money improperly, it's just wrong.
A grand jury has met on this issue and continues to meet. Gina.
Information, man now charged with staging a car crash in the Belt Parkway in Queens that was caught on camera. Prosecutors say Michael Martinez deliberately cut off another driver last month, forcing that driver to stop in the left lane. Then they say he backed his car into the other vehicle. Afterwards, prosecutors say Martinez switched seats with a woman and claimed she was the driver. He is now facing charges including insurance fraud, conspiracy, and reckless endangerment.